Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I make some easy homemade Arroz Caldo, aka Filipino chicken and rice porridge. So this is a classic comfort food and really nourishing for the body and feels like a warm hug for the body and soul. A lot of different cultures have their variations of this dish, such as the Chinese congee or the Korean juk, but this is the Filipino version that is much more garlicky and gingery. This dish is super easy to make and you can make it all in one pot. Before I jump into the recipe, I want to dedicate this video to my grandma who passed away 1 year ago. So this is a special dedication for her, as this was one of her favorite foods and one of the dishes she served us, her family, to nourish us and make us feel loved. So this one's for you, Grandma, and I hope I make you proud. So the first thing we're going to make for this dish is the crispy garlic topping. I think this is a must for this dish as it adds some tasty, garlicky, crispy bites to the porridge. And crispy garlic is a classic Filipino flavor and texture. Grab 12 cloves of garlic and you're going to smash them and then mince them. Here's a chef efficiency technique. Finish your task at hand first before moving on to the next one. So here, I'm smashing all the garlic cloves first before moving on to mincing them. Grab a small saucepan and add half a cup or 100 grams of neutral oil. Here I'm using avocado oil. Add in your minced garlic and place it over medium heat. We're starting from cold oil so we can slowly cook the garlic to avoid burning it and to get it to a nice golden brown. Once the garlic is golden brown, drain those bad boys in a fine mesh strainer and spread the garlic out in a single layer over some paper towels to blot out the oil. Set the fried garlic aside, and now we have some nice garlic oil that we'll be using to add some extra flavor to the Arroz Caldo as well. Now that we've got the garlic topping out of the way, let's start preparing the porridge. For this porridge, I like to use a 1-to-1 ratio of short grain sushi rice and long grain jasmine rice. The short grain rice gives the porridge more bite and texture, almost like a risotto, and the jasmine balances it out with a lighter texture. But this is totally just preference and you can make it easier with using all jasmine rice. Grab a medium yellow onion and cut it into slices. Remember to use your knuckles to guide your slicing motion. Grab 4 cloves of garlic and mince them. Grab 1.5 inches of fresh ginger and grate it on a microplane. If you don't have a microplane, you can simply mince it with a knife. Grab 1 pound or 454 grams of boneless, skinless chicken thighs and pat them dry to draw out moisture. I'm using chicken thighs here because they have more fat, which means they'll have more flavor and stay tender. Cut them up into cubes. In our house, we like to cut them up into smaller bite-sized pieces. Now heat a 5 to 6 quart pot over medium-high heat. Add 3 tablespoons of the garlic oil we made earlier. Now when that's as hot as the surface of the sun, that's not accurate, we're going to add the chicken and sear it to a nice golden brown to develop some flavor. You should start seeing some nice brown bits at the bottom of the pot. Now we'll add the onion and cook them until they're softened. Add in the garlic and ginger. Keep stirring and cooking until the onion begins to brown. Stir in 1 tablespoon or 14.3 grams of fish sauce and 1 teaspoon or 2.5 grams of ground black pepper. Stir in your rice and make sure it gets coated in all those yummy flavors like a warm hug. Next, stir in your chicken stock and then run your spoon along the bottom of the pot, making sure to scrape off any of the brown bits that have formed. This will add lots of flavor to the dish. Bring it to a boil, then reduce it to a simmer and cover. This will cook down the rice and all the starches will thicken the stock over about 30 minutes. At this point, it should still be a little soupy, so if you like a thicker porridge, keep cooking it until your desired consistency. Stir in 1 tablespoon or 14.3 grams of lime juice and season it with salt and pepper to taste. And now we're done. Grab your favorite bowl and ladle in the Arroz Caldo. Top it off with some of the fried garlicky bits. Optionally, you can add some slices of a hard-boiled egg like my grandma used to do. I dropped a link in the description below on how to cook perfect hard-boiled eggs. Add some sliced scallions, and you can also add some slices of lime or calamansi to make it look real pretty. So this isn't traditionally how my Lola would make her Arroz Caldo. She would use whole chicken parts, but this is a recipe that I have developed over the past year, and I think she would enjoy this and still be proud of me. So you can see that the porridge has created a brown tint. from all the fond or brown bits we developed at the bottom of the pot, which is more concentrated flavor. So traditionally, Arroz Caldo is more white or yellow, but I like this version more as it has more concentrated flavor. So what I like to do is mix in all the toppings to get the various textures into one bite. Each bite will be so comforting, and yeah, that prominence of ginger is so healing. And you get all the different textures with the crispy garlic, the fresh scallion, the hard-boiled egg. And yeah, I feel like my soul is healed. This dish is super easy to make and almost can be made in one single pot if you skip the crispy garlic part. And now I'm gonna enjoy this bowl. This one is for you, Grandma. We miss you and we love you. I'm gonna eat this one for you. So with all that said, if you liked or learned anything from this video, please leave a like and subscribe, or watch one of my other nourishing videos here. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.